Have you ever wondered why BTS chose a merry-go-round horse as a symbol? At first, it looks like a simple childhood image, something happy and nostalgic, but maybe there is a deeper meaning behind it. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you love BTS content like this. Now let's talk about why a simple horse might have a deeper meaning. A merry-go-round keeps moving in circles. It goes around and around, but always comes back to the same place. Just like life, we repeat memories, feelings, and moments that stay with us. But why a horse? A carousel horse looks like it's running, but it never truly leaves. It represents dreams, memories, and the feeling of moving forward while still holding on to something important. The merry-go-round feels magical, but the ride doesn't last forever. And maybe that's what makes those moments special, knowing that beautiful memories become precious because they don't stay the same forever. BTS often talks about youth, growth, and the people who stay with them through different chapters of life. For many armies, the merry-go-round can represent a bond that keeps returning, no matter how much time passes. Maybe the meaning isn't about being trapped in a circle. Maybe it's about cherishing every moment before the ride ends. What if everything you've seen in BTS music videos was not a straight story, but a repeating cycle where nothing truly ends and everything just comes back in slightly different form? At first glance, the BTS universe looks like a collection of emotional stories about youth friendship, loss, growth, and healing. But when you connect the patterns across different eras, a very different structure starts to appear. It feels less like a timeline and more like a loop, a system where events repeat emotions, return, and characters seem to relive similar situations in different forms, without fully escaping what happened before. This is what the merry-go-round theory is based on. Not a literal object, but a symbolic structure where everything keeps rotating without final direction. A merry-go-round looks like movement, but it never actually goes anywhere. And that idea perfectly matches how the storytelling feels when you look at it across multiple eras of BTS, because nothing in the narrative feels completely final. Even endings feel like beginnings of something else. Even closure feels temporary. And even growth feels like it is part of a larger repeating pattern. In the HYYH era, the most beautiful moment in life, the story focuses on youth friendship and emotional vulnerability. But underneath that surface layer, there is always instability. Happy moments never stay stable for long. Every moment of freedom is followed by loss or confusion. Every connection carries the weight of eventual separation. It is not random storytelling, it is structured emotional contrast. When the Wings era begins, the structure becomes even clearer. Characters start becoming more aware of themselves and their emotional struggles. But instead of breaking free, they begin experiencing similar emotional situations in new symbolic forms. Then, in the Love Yourself era, the focus shifts toward healing and identity. But even here, the emotional structure still follows a repeating pattern. Self-discovery leads to confusion, growth leads to reflection, and reflection often leads back to emotional uncertainty. The form changes, but the structure stays the same. This is what makes the merry-go-round concept so important, because a merry-go-round does not stop moving. It only changes position while repeating the same cycle. And across BTS storytelling, every era feels like another rotation of the same emotional wheel. Even music videos reflect this structure visually. Moments of happiness carry tension underneath them, and moments of sadness often contain traces of hope. This constant emotional blending creates the feeling that nothing is fully beginning or ending, but continuously transforming. And this is why fans often feel déjà vu when watching different eras, because emotional structure repeats even when scenes change. So the real question becomes, why does it keep happening again? The answer suggested by this theory is that the system itself is designed as a loop, not to trap characters, but to repeat emotional lessons until they are understood. And awareness is the first step toward change. What do you think the horse represents? A memory, a dream, or something else? Let me know in comments section.